like phase 2 of this project. So phase 1 was getting the shipping containers moved down here, which was awesome. They did really great with the bulldozer. Now phase 2 is getting them shimmed up and pushed together kind of, so that we can put concrete bases, some like footers down for them. So we weren't quite sure how we were gonna do that, but right now it's been working that we have some 6x6 posts that we've cut, and we've been able to lift up the shipping containers with the bulldozer enough to shim up the shipping containers, I don't know, about 2 feet, 1.5 feet maybe. And now we're gonna dig down, get some holes ready and form them up. And we bought a whole ton, literally, of cement. And we have a cement mixer, so we're gonna mix it and then set it, and then hopefully it'll cure, and then we can put the shipping containers on them and they'll be level. So.
Okay, it's the next morning. So now the operation is to try to pour some concrete under here to get them to be permanent. So our wooden blocks were just kind of shims to get them up level. We've got it leveled and squared, chained together. So now we're digging out underneath each corner. We're gonna put sonotubes in there. We'll hold them up off the bottom a little bit so that the concrete comes out around the edges and makes kind of like a little pad. And we'll just pour up to the bottom of the shipping container, and then once it sets up, we can remove the wooden blocks. That's the theory. I don't know. We went round and round trying to figure out a good way to do this with the equipment we have, and we thought about trying to pour these first and trying to get these and lift them and setting them on there. But I thought with the dozer and everything, the backhoe can't lift them. With the dozer moving them, it was going to be too hard. So that's how we came up with a plan to pour underneath in place. So we have a little cement mixer, an electric one. We're just a couple hundred feet from the lodge. So rather than running hoses and cords up here, we brought the RV truck with water in it. So we'll have water for the mix, and then we'll run a little generator to run the mixer. So we'll get a few of these forms set up, start mixing them, and we'll just pour each one as we go. So that's the plan. Who knows? It might be a total disaster. We thought there was a possibility we're going to come here this morning and have these things like all tipped over. that was in my mind that was going to happen, but they're still where we left them. If we can get the concrete poured and get these first 2 set, then in a few days we can move the 20-footer in place, kind of do the same operation. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so this is how we have them set up. So we've got these holes dug. They're a little wider than the tube. We'll fill the tube. It'll go out underneath the sonotube, so it's a little wider footer at the bottom. And then we'll pour it right up till it bears on this. And then hopefully when it dries, it will be solid. We'll see. We'll do all these like this and then pour them.
Sick.
Quite half full, okay.
Okay, Jimmy, Zach, give me an update.
So I've never used one of these. I've always just done it the normal way, where you call the truck and then it brings it all mixed up. But so we have a little bit of a learning curve. Like trying to open a bag with it spinning does not work. And so what we're gonna do is go get a wheelbarrow, and we'll open some of these bags into a wheelbarrow. That means we don't have to lift it all the way from the ground. We'll be able to control them, and then scoop it into here by the shovel load. That way we can get more than one bag in here at a time, and also not get it all over ourselves.
How are you feeling about it, Jim?
I'm just a sidekick, so I'm doing good.
Every superhero needs a sidekick.
Exactly.
We'll be back. We got all the supports out of there, so now it's sitting right down on the concrete. Pulling those out like that, it didn't even move. The building just stayed right where it was at, so that was good. So now we're working on a 20-footer. So we hooked the dozer up and pulled it over in position where it goes, mostly. I'm gonna swing down there and push that side in a little tighter. And then we'll lift this side and support it with the shims again. So far it's going pretty good. We're inside the container. We've got the dozer hooked up. I'll go out through this side and show you what we got going on. So we've got a chain to each corner up over the top of the blade and back here. So now when I lift it, it should lift it right up. Now we've got to go up a ways, so it may or may not, we may have to do it in 2 lifts, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how far we can get it. I'll set this up and see if we can get a lift. So let's block it there. That's as high as we can get it with one lift, the way we have it set up. So we'll go ahead and block it, lift the other end, block it, and then that will really work on trying to get it level. These shorter ones harder because since it's a shorter angle, it's putting more outward pressure on the blocks. So we'll see how well they do. Failure. It fell off the blocks down on this end, which I was afraid it might happen because it's such a steep angle. So back where we started. But we've got plenty of blocks, so now we'll block it up more secure on that end and then do this end again. It might take a few tries. We just need a helicopter. One of those giant ones. Crane, something. Let's try this again. We're at the other side now. It didn't fall. Now we gotta block it before it falls. It's good. I know it looks sketchy, but it's the way we roll, I guess. Got about that much space. So I gotta lift it up and scoot it over. See if we can do it here without knocking it off the other side. Good? Okay. Here she goes. See if I can shift it over. Little. I gotta go up. Hey, Mike, don't stand right there for a minute. It could still tip over. Just watch it till I get it up. Yeah? Okay. Let's support it. I guess we got it close. We'll have to do it a couple times. We got it high enough up in the air now where it's getting a little dangerous. But the back right corner over there is not settling down because this is too low. So we're gonna lift this side up, and then we'll take the laser inside and get serious about making it look right. Oops, there goes the chain. Wish us luck. Okay, it's in the air. Both floors are level. Over here. Looks good?
We'll walk right across that floor.
Let's go look.
You can't tell how much dirt's in there.
Yeah, that does look pretty good there. Let's go check out over here. Now we'll come in here and set up the laser and check out our back corners to just see how close we are. But yeah, right there looks pretty close. Obviously there's a foot of dirt, but okay. It's been a couple days since we have got this lifted up, and we've been out here this morning. Well, we haven't been out here this morning. Excuse me. I have been out here this morning. Lincoln, what were you doing, Lincoln? Lincoln was sleeping. What were you doing? You're doing something? Okay, so we got this forms ready to go for to pour this concrete. So Lincoln and I are going to get this done so we can be happy that this is nice and secure. Basically the same process as the other day. We got this in the backhoe because some of these are a little higher off the ground. So once we get it mixed, I can lift the backhoe, and then the dump angle. Go flip that dump angle, Link. You gotta flip up the little lever. Oh, there's water in there. Lincoln. I was getting ahead of ourselves. Anyways, at that angle it wouldn't work. It's actually good to wet the bottoms of where the concrete's gonna go in the ground, so that's why we did that, right? Yeah. Okay, so we'll get mixing. Oh. How much does that weigh?
80 pounds.
80 pounds. We'll get these mixed, get this one filled up, and then we'll give an update. But it's basically the same exact process as the other day. So now that once we have these done, I can start collecting. We can start collecting the posts for the porches. So this front corner will have a post on each corner, and then the back will have a porch counter the whole way. And I think I need 7 posts for that, or let's see. I think I need 7 total. So 5 on that end and one on each to this end. So it's gonna go great. Not today though. Today, let's get it dry.